Hello everybody, my name is Alyssa Sachs and I'm currently a junior here at the U of A, and I am running for the position of secretary on next year's e-board. Okay? So I just want to take a quick second to apologize for my informal attire. I know we were supposed to be business casual, but this is kind of a surprise to me, so I didn't come prepared. I just wanted to put that out there for those watching at home. I want to run for the position of secretary because everybody else seems to want me to run. On-the-spot nominations suggested, but on a serious note, when I first joined SHIP, I have to admit that I did feel a little unwelcome in the club. And that was mostly because I know that we spread a message of diversity and inclusiveness, and you like to involve everybody, but because I wasn't Hispanic and because I wasn't an engineer, I felt like I was an outsider trying to get over this learning curve, and so it was really hard for me at first to really immerse myself in the club, to really meet people and get to know other people. And so when I first joined, I have to admit that I didn't really love SHIP as much as everybody else did. But as I started to get more involved in the events, as I started to see what SHIP's main purpose was, and that purpose being community outreach and giving back to other people, as I kind of got involved in those events and witnessed firsthand how passionate everybody here is about helping other people, I realized that this really is a club for me. And even though I may not fit in with all of you as well as all of you fit in with all of you, I felt united with everybody in that sense that we're all here for a common purpose and a common goal. And as a member of e-board next year, if you all elect me to be on e-board, I want to also participate in that, and I want to continue giving back and spreading that message of diversity and inclusiveness, but not necessarily with the culture, but also with the united purpose. I also want to be secretary because I talked to Marisol about the position, and a lot of the things that she said, a lot of the responsibilities were things that I felt I was really capable of completing. And so one of the things that I know she said she struggled with, and one of the things that I would try to improve upon as secretary, is making the weekly emails more attractive to readers. And in our brief interview as part of leadership, she made a point of saying that at the beginning of the year, she tried to incorporate different medias into the emails so that people would actually read them and get the information that they need. And so obviously, she became busy throughout the year, and it became increasingly apparent that some people just don't want to read the emails. And so as secretary, I want to try to keep up that trend of the different medias, because I did think the emails were very attractive at the beginning of the year, and I definitely loved it and would like the things that I have for this position are I'm really organized and I have great time management skills. And I know that as secretary, my event doesn't come until the event, being the banquet, doesn't come until the end of the year. And so throughout the year, I'm going to be having to focus on those weekly emails and sending those out, attending general body meetings and e-board meetings, and seeing as how that involves a year-long commitment, I know that I have the time management and organization skills necessary to stay on top of my work on e-board and also on top of my schoolwork, which is very important to me. I am also really dedicated to SHIP. I was involved in leadership, and I have a lot of experience with all of the events, starting with La Femme, and most recently, Ilwala, I think, was the most recent event that was really huge. And so I've been involved on, with workshop leading. I did a lot of leading of workshops. And I think I have a very strong understanding of the responsibilities of each position and how I could help, because I've helped a lot with those positions. And I also have a lot of strong communication skills. I'm really good at talking to people, getting to know other people, and I also can write really well. That's one of my strengths, and so I know that that's important for those weekly emails and things like that. So those are a lot of the qualifications that I have and the skills that I can bring to the position to make sure that I am a successful secretary. So in conclusion, I want to be on e-board as secretary because I really want to give back to SHIP the way that it has shown me that I can be a part of something that is bigger than myself, and I want to help the club grow, and I also want to allow myself to grow even more, because that's really ultimately what SHIP helped me do, and so I want to continue to grow in a leadership position. Thank you.